Norris, Bill,
2
William. We
minutes
should
left.
be streaming now. Just if anybody wants to check their phone, make sure we're streaming. I'll get restream and some other stuff going here in a minute. Drivers, you have 1:50 left to go. So far, the fastest qualifier. Look at those guys going for that cowbell. I'm going to give you guys extra points for hitting the cowbell. So it's Jordan out front. Mason, your number 2 qualifier so far. James, 3. And Ryder, you're our 4th place qualifier. So all this race does is just consider it practice. It's going to set you up for what position you're going to start in the main event. Get a little bit of music going again here. Got 1:21, so lots of racing left. Plenty of time to crash. Hey, looks like we've got one of those BOGO buggies out there. That was Great Horizon getting a buy one, get one free sale on buggies. It's like, wow. You think that might be an indication
1 minute
that
left.
RC Hobbies sales are a little sluggish? But not here. All right, so we got inside a minute. It's Jordan first, Mason second, James third, Ryder fourth.
45 seconds left.
Up next is going to be our stock buggy racing. That's going to be Scott, Amaro, Ryan, and Jacob. That's right, you. They're the only Jacob that's here. Got a car in its lid.
30 seconds left.
Jennifer, thank you for out there marshaling for us, doing a great job, getting a little bit of a workout in. With
15
flip-flops at
seconds
that,
left.
I rode up my mountain bike for 6 miles today. I don't want to marshal. I'm whining, I know. All right, we're in the final seconds of this race. Race car drivers, keep going. You guys are doing great. Again, next up, stock buggy. Scott
James McBurnett
Schluter, Homero, Ryan, and Jacob. All right, so James, you are done.
Jordan Lawler done.
Jordan, you're done. Still waiting for Mason and Ryder to come on across. Here they come. You guys take your time. Got plenty of time left. You guys can do it. There he goes. That's one way of getting it done.
Ryder Johnson done.
Ryder's done, and Mason, he's still out there somewhere. Here he comes. I think that's him on the wall ride. Scott chasing him. Look at that, man. Smoke through there that time. I know that wall ride's a little tough, isn't it? We haven't used it for a while, so it was good to see Grant bring it back in. Plus, we're actually running the
All
track
drivers are finished. The race is
backwards.
completed.
Okay, Mason, you are done as well. All drivers are done. Okay. Yes, sir. What? Me? What?
Up next,
All right, we
race
got a little
number 2.
track surgery.
Mini stock
Request for
buggy.
some- here, you got
Heat
this
1 of
stuff.
2.
What you
Race
want?
order is
Okay.
Scott Schluter,
Yeah, apparently one
Homero
of the jumps
Cantu,
is coming up.
Ryan
Now, I do
Sorrell,
want to let you guys know
Jacob
I'm going to
Maloney.
be changing the jumps for Saturday. So this will not, it'll be the same layout, but a totally different or different jump configuration for Saturday. So if you think you got it wired today, yeah, you're going to need to come in Saturday and see the new config. I'll take some pictures of it. So it's Scott, Homero,
2 minutes to
Ryan,
the start of the
Jacob.
race.
Marshals for this race, race number 7. That is, in case you don't know who you are, Mark Pena, James Johnson, Tony Hall, Brady, you don't have to marshal, Scott Kellum, Homero, and William Norris Jr. All right. Well, as soon as they get done taping that jump down, we'll get the track open.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, let me find Restream while we're little technical difficulty. We've
45
got some
seconds to the start of the
work
race.
going on the track out there. There's our Restream. There it is.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Bummer. Okay, doesn't look like our Restream is working. I'll mess with that. Okay, you guys good? All right, track is
15 seconds to
open.
the start of the race.
We gotta give you guys a minute or so to get warmed up. Again, we're going to work on live loop today. So when we're ready, the
2
loop
minutes
will
to the
just
start of the race.
magically go live.
Homero Cantu.
Love that big old back straightaway that we've got. We haven't had that in a while. I might, again, mess it up Saturday, drop a couple of jumps in there. Nothing big like the last off-road race. That was a little bit too much fun. Everybody banging into that wall. All right, so up after this is going to be our second heat of stock buggy. We've got 8 of them. That's going to be James Johnson, Greg Segovia, Ronnie Maloney, and Mark Pena. Oh. All right, sorry about that, guys. You caught me napping. Right now, the only one I've got checked in is Homero. So, Scott, where you at? Come on across the loop, Scott. Just Scott. And don't worry, Scott, nobody's watching you. No one saw that.
1 minute
flip.
to the start of the race.
Okay. Not even the people at home. Scott coming around underneath the loop. There he is.
Scott Schluter.
Ryan, just Ryan.
45 seconds to
Ryan
the start
only,
of the
please.
race. Ryan Sorrell.
And Jacob. Jacob, don't worry, Jacob. Nobody's watching you. Except for, like, me. Okay. And Jacob, you are
Jacob
checked
Maloney.
in. All right,
30
here we
seconds to the
go.
start of
Loop
the
is
race.
going live.
Scott
And
Schluter.
this qualifier has begun.
Homero Cantu.
5 minutes.
Ryan Sorrell. Jacob Maloney.
So between rounds, what I'd like to ask everybody, I've got something that you would absolutely need to do. All right? I would like each of you to take a moment and go ride up the escalator outside the door slightly to the left. We've been here 4 years, and this is only the second time we've ever seen that escalator work. For those of you that don't know, the escalator has its own Facebook page that has actually quite a few people following it. It is the Forever Broken Escalator at Rolling Oaks Mall. And right at the moment, it's working. It's like a thrill ride. It's an e-ticket ride. So please take a minute
4 minutes
and
left.
go ride the escalator. Sorrell out front, Cantu second, Schluter third, Maloney fourth. We'll give you guys some of your pace details here shortly once you settle in. I think we're going to put a swimming pool at the top of that so that you can splash into the pool when you get to the top of the escalator. Okay, so we've got 1:30 in the books. It's Ryan setting the pace, 22.508. Homero, 21.506. Scott, 18.506. Jacob, a very respectable 16.504.
Three minutes left.
All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Sorrell, 22.506. Hot lap of the race. Homero, a 12.391. Ryan, your fast lap, 13.4. Scott, 15.4. Jacob, a 15.5. So Ryan holding on to that pace, 22.505. Homero starting to move up, 22.506. Drivers, for all of you that have 2 heats, we will resort. If we have time to run a second qualifier, a lot of it's just going to depend on how long it takes to run this round. We may not be able to do it, but I'll try.
Two minutes left.
All right, Homero jumping out into that TQ spot on a 22.502, which is saying that he easily has a 23 in him. Still fast lap right now. Homero, 12.3. Ryan, your fast lap, 13.2. Jacob taken up to third now, putting Scott down to fourth. Jacob, your fast lap, 14.5. And Scott, a 12.6. So, Scott, that's a smoking fast lap there. Oh, 22.5 flat for Homero. 22.5 up. Ryan down to a 21.504. Jacob, 17.509. Scott, 16.501. Careful on the back straight. It is clear. Next up, our second heat of stock
left.
buggy. It's going to be James Johnson, Ziggy, Ron Maloney, and Mark Pena. What the heck was that?
$45 seconds left.
All these stock buggies doubling that section. I'm wondering if the mods are going to be trying to quad that. We'll find out here shortly. Not a whole lot of mod buggies here today. A lot of those mod buggy drivers moving into the Mojave
30
class.
seconds left.
By the way, it's Mojave if you're from Alabama or Georgia. Homero, 22.508. So that pace slipping with 20 minutes left to go. Ryan, you're on a 21.501. Scott,
15 seconds left.
17.511. Jake, 16.5 flat. Homero, 12.3, fast lap. Okay, time has expired. Keep going into here. Brittany, call you done.
Scott Schluter done. Homero Cantu done. Ryan Sorrell done. All drivers are finished.
All right,
Jacob
that completes
Maloney
that
done.
race. Well done,
The race is completed.
The man with the target on his back. Second round, folks. The number to keep in mind, 22.507 is our current TQ. Good job, good job.
Up next,
All right,
race number
and
3.
that one is in the books.
Mini stock buggy. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is James Johnson, Ziggy, Ronnie Maloney, Mark Pena.
Hey, Ziggy, can you hear the computer voice okay up there? Can you, the computer you can hear? Okay. Huh? Yeah, track's open. Marshals, if you guys that were in that last race, drop your cars, head out there and marshal for your friends.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Mark Pena, Ziggy. Ronnie Maloney. James Johnson. One minute to the start of the race. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Do have everybody checked in. Looks like everybody is comfortable. We'll go ahead and get this loop fired up. I was taking a test trying to get signed on that restream thing here. Loop is live. Your race qualifier will start when you cross underneath the
Ronnie
line.
Maloney. Mark Pena.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, click on the squares that got traffic lights in them. Yeah, one of those things. Okay. Doug Vaughn, do you know what the Restream login stuff is? It's logged out and it's not using the normal stuff. Don't know why it logged us out, but it did. Oh, never mind, Doug. I found it. And that is not what I was typing in. All right, so back to the racing. We've got Pena out front, Ziggy second, James third, Ronnie fourth. Yeah, there's a little cheat sheet up here.
4 minutes left.
Okay, so if this pace was to continue, which it won't, paces are always a little bit distorted at first. When reality sets in after a little bit more racing goes by, but Mark on a 26.511, Johnson 23.510, Zig 21.501, Ronnie 18.507. Minute 30 down, 3:30 left to go as the drivers get settled in. Check this out, y'all. Hot lap, Mark Pena 11.6. James, your fast lap so far, 12.7. Greg, a 12.6. Ronnie, a 14.0. Ronnie Maloney did stop by race management, said he wished there was more graphite in his buggy. I told
3
him
minutes
to be quiet
left.
and just drive. Inside joke, folks. Okay, Ronnie, nice lap that time around. Gets up to a 19.511. Picking up the pace by 2 laps. Mark back down to a little bit more to reality. 24.502. Johnson 23.508. Next up is going to be Mini T Box Stock Racing. That's Greg, Chase, Tony, Jason, Scott Kellum, and yours truly. I will probably sit at least the first one out. We will not be taking much of a break at all between rounds. It's going to just jam right back in. If we can get this one done by 7, that means we're running a pretty darn good pace, and we could very well get 2 qualifiers in. But again, with school starting, we're definitely not going to stay late now. Summer's over. Nah, you couldn't tell that
2
by the
minutes
heat
left.
out there. 192 degrees in the shade. Pena, Johnson, Segovia, and Maloney running order. Got a minute 50 left to go. Mark, 23.505. James, you're on a 23.509. So James sneaking up behind Mark now. Greg, 21.506. Ronnie up to an 8.515. Got a car in its lid. Jacob sees it. Risking life and limb. Jumps out there. Gets him flipped back over. Inside a minute. So Johnson, the man on the move, 23.510 to Mark Pena's 23.5 flat. Both of those good enough for top 2 positions if they can maintain that pace. Overall, you can see it up on the big screen. If you look at it, you can
1
see the
minute left.
qualifying order on RCHQ Tube where you stand. The green means you're moving into a new position. Yellow, you're falling down. Red, you're not, I don't know what red means.
45 seconds left.
All right, well, thank you, Brittany. We're 45 seconds left to go. Pena, 24.509, picks up the pace quite a bit. Let's talk about fast laps. Mark, fast lap, 11.6. James, your fast lap 12.7.
30 seconds left.
Zig, a 12.3. Ronnie, a 14.0.
Fifteen seconds left.
Final seconds. Looks like Pena going to set the mark. Get it, Mark? All right. Everybody's still on the clock.
James Johnson done. Ziggy done. Mark Pena done.
Everybody done except for Ronnie. And here he comes. And that's it. All right, this one is in the books.
All drivers
Mark
are
Pena
finished.
setting the mark.
Ronnie Maloney done. The race is
Pena
completed.
at 24.506. Good job, Mark. Well done, buddy. All right, so next up, Mini T, box stock. Ziggy running back to back. We'll give him a little bit of time. Chase Kellum, Young Tony Hall,
Up next,
Jason Hill.
race number
Yes.
4.
What?
Mini modified buggy. Heat 1
What
of
are you
1.
asking me?
Race order is William Norris, Ryan Sorrell,
Oh, I'm
Will
sorry.
Chalmers.
Yeah, that's on me.
Brendan
I
St.
skipped
Clair.
the race. Yeah, this is Mod Buggy.
Will Chalmers.
See, that's what happens when you get in a hurry, right? Mod Buggy. It's William Norris Jr., Ryan Sorrell, Will Chalmers, Brendan St. Clair. Mod Buggy.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
I'm curious if these Mod Buggies are going to be trying to quad this thing. I would advise them against it, but no one listens to me. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you warm up. I'm going to try to get us on Restream so we can talk to our internet friends.
William Norris. Ryan Sorrell. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm stuck in reCAPTCHA hell here trying to get this thing to log on. It keeps giving me these puzzles to solve. Holy cow. Right? It's like, come on. This is ridiculous. It's given me like 6 of them already. Hang on. Got to be kidding me. No, it's Restream. Okay. Well, anyhow, we'll give that a little bit of a break. We'll get back to taking my final exam here in a minute.
Brendan St. Clair.
All right, guys, we're going to go live on the horn. Here we go. Okay. Right? So bicycles. Right? There. This is just stupid. Holy cow, I passed. Yeah, I got stuck in the nastiest Restream loop I've ever seen. Boy, I'm glad I didn't have that mic turned on. You'd have had a mic drop in your ear. Where's Brendan? What happened to him? 1 minute he's there, the next minute he's gone. Right?
4 minutes left.
He's just like, while we were stuck in recapsa. Okay, so I've got Chalmers out front, Norris second, Ryan third, Brendan like just vanished. You know what? He's probably overriding the escalator, which is a good excuse. All right. So Chalmers, 10.7 fast lap. Norris, 10.9 fast lap. Ryan, a 12.5. So Chalmers on a 26.5 flat with a minute 30 in the books. Norris, a 23.5 flat. Ryan, a 21.509. Brendan riding the escalator. Brendan, what are you doing? Huh? Broke. Okay. You got a part? Oh, a screw? Okay. All right, so Chalmers
3 minutes left.
Norris takes away the hot lap at 10.549. Lap number 9. Chalmers, his fast lap, also lap number 9, 10.748. Ryan, a 12.5. So lots of racing left to go. They are doubling so far. Didn't know if that quad was going to be open, worth the risk. But it's nice to see these things being able to rip down that back straightaway. A little trouble for Ryan and for, I'm not sure who else got caught in that one. Chalmers out front. Norris second. Sorrell third. St. Clair sitting this one out. Due to a broken or a lost screw. Hey, you know what? Next up is going to be Mini T box stock. Chalmers takes it up to a 27.508 and takes away the hot lap at 10.537. So if he can run a 10.5, all that says to me is that he can run a 10.4. Norris, 25.509. Ryan, you're on a 21.504. Minute 45 left to go. Oh, a little trouble there for our leader. Jumps off the track. Lucky for him, there's a marshal right there. Another good thing that Will's got going for him today is it's 74 degrees in here, not 174 degrees. Been outside racing in some of this heat. Is it faster in the heat or faster in the cool? We'll have to find out. So 10.2 for Chalmers. Okay, well then that means he's got a 9 in him. So we'll see. All right, so a 10.5 for Norris. Ryan, a 12.5. So that's a 27.507 for Will Chalmers. Norris, 24.5 flat. Ryan, a 22.513. So Will setting a blistering pace. For those of you that don't know, he brought the
45
baby
seconds
with him
left.
today, which is why he's typically in such a hurry. You get down off the driver's stand and chaser. All right, so a little bit of trouble for the leader there, but he seems to crash right in front of a Marshall.
30 seconds
so
left.
Ronnie Maloney picking a good spot to Marshall. 25 seconds left to go. Little trouble coming out of the quad. It's clear.
15 seconds left.
Oh, okay. And Brendan's joining the fray. Got his car fixed. Found a screw or a nut or a bolt or whatever it is. And that is the horn. Keep driving until Brittany calls you done.
William Norris done. Will Chalmers done. Ryan Sorrell done. All drivers are finished. Brendan St. Clair
All right,
done.
so everyone
race
is
is
done.
completed.
Chalmers, right at the very end, down to a 26.502. Had been running that 27 pace most of the day. Fast lap, a 10.2, or most of the race, I should say. And the baby giving him plenty of room to race that time. Well done, baby.
Up next,
All right, so
race
now
number
we're
5.
going to race
Mini
the
T box stock.
box stocks.
Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Ziggy, Chase Kellum, Racer X, Jason Hill, Scott Kellum, Rob Allen.
Again, I will be sitting this one out. You guys all see that collective sigh of relief from the drivers?
Two minutes to the start of the race. Racer X. Chase Kellum, Ziggy. Scott Kellum. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race."
Looking for Scott, or I mean Jason. Jason, where you at, Jason? Over here on the floor. What are you doing over there? Get back on the... Okay, everyone checked in but Jason and myself. No, you are not heading.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay. As in an orange bug? Well, all right, ringing that bell is definitely a bonus.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Negative, yeah. All right, we'll give Jason a minute to get his transponder working, make sure it's in a... Yeah, it may not be shooting through that window. We'll give Jason a minute to get himself sorted out here. All right, we'll give Jason just another minute or so here. I see him putting his body clips in, so we'll let him get checked in, get this thing underway. All right. Oh, just went ahead and switched his body out. We'll get Jason checked in.
Jason Hill.
And he has. Get him up on the driver's stand. We'll get this thing underway. All righty. Okay, here we go. Loop is live.
Chase Kellum. Racer X. Jason Hill. Scott Kellum. Rob Allen.
right, Greg out front,
4 minutes left.
22.503. Looks like Tony having a little bit of trouble. Chase second, 22.508. Scott, 17.515. Jason, 15.5. Tony not scoring or something? Tony, what's the problem? Armadillo Race Team letting Tony down, right? Oh, yeah, that probably has something to do with the color of that car. It always is. But so far, so Zig setting the pace. 22.508. 13.3 hot lap. Chase doing great. Good job, Chase, out there doing a 22.512, not letting Greg get away. 13.6 is Chase's fast lap. Scott, an 18.502. With a 14.1 second fast lap, and Jason 17.510 with a 14-second fast lap.
3 minutes left. Two minutes left.
All right, so overall running order is Greg, followed by Chase, Scott, and Jason. Tony and Rob both out. You guys have a minute 30 left to go. So Greg setting the pace, 22.506. Chase holding on to that second spot, 25.15.
One minute left.
All right, so inside a minute, Ziggy 21.5 flat. So Ziggy sliding off that 22 just a little bit.
$45 seconds left.
All right, so Greg back into the 22 zone, 22.513. Chase 19.511.
30
Scott,
seconds left.
18.504. Jason 16.508. All right, next up is going to be our first heat of Mojave. It's going to be Ryan, Russ, Brandon, Brendan, Eric, and Carl.
15 seconds left.
Time has expired. Keep racing until Brittany calls you done.
Scott Kellum done. Ziggy done. Jason Hill done. All drivers are finished. Chase Kellum done. The race is completed. Up next, race number 6. Box Stock Mojave. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Ryan Sorrell, Russ Platts, Brandon Kramer, Brendan St. Clair, Eric McBurnett, Carl McBurnett.
Yeah, we'll get you, once you come underneath the loop, we'll get you checked in. So, James, we'll.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Was that you? Oh, okay, hang on. It got away from me. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get everybody racing, and then the ones that didn't check in, we'll go ahead and single you out. Okay, there's James. James, I got you. Well, we'll wait.
Brendan St. Clair. Ryan Sorrell. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, guys. Hang on. All right.
45
So
seconds
we've
to
got
the
a
start
bunch
of
of
the
y'all that
race.
didn't check in. We're going to go ahead and close the track. Close the track. And I only have Ryan Sorrell and Brendan checked in. All right. Who was that? Carl? Okay. Hang on. I had two of them check at the same
30
time.
seconds to the start of the
Okay,
race.
just the green car. Go ahead and come on under. Eric. All right. I got that one.
Eric McBurnett.
All right, Eric, go ahead and clear out of there. Now I just one car at a time. Who was that? Brendan?
15
Or
seconds
Brandon,
to the
I'm
start
sorry.
of the race.
I'm Brandon? Yeah, got it.
Brandon
We got a
Kramer.
Brandon and a Brendan. Okay, how about, who was that? Okay, yeah, once I've got you, all right, so that was Carl? Russ.
Russ Platts.
Okay, now just Carl. Carl's the only one I need to go into the loop, please. And there he is.
Carl McBurnett.
Okay, I do have everybody checked in, and I think I got it right. So, loop is live. Here we go.
Four minutes left.
All right, so out front, Brendan, Eric, Ryan. Wait, I'm sorry. Brendan's first. Ryan, come on. Well, you're changing every time I try to say it. What I do know is Brendan's in the lead. Eric is currently second. Ryan third. Brandon fourth. Carl fifth. Russ sixth.
Three minutes left.
All righty, we've got 2 down, 2:48 left to go. Brendan setting the pace, 22.508. Eric, a 17.501, so Eric doing fantastic out there. Brandon also doing very well, 17.505. Ryan, a 17.513. Carl, 14.512. And Russ, a 12.516. Got a little buggy on its lid right there. Jason gets him flipped over real quick. Thank you, Jason. So we're just past the halfway point in this one. All right, so Brendan continuing to lead this one. Fast lap, too, a 13.8.
2
Brandon,
minutes
your
left.
fast lap is a 13.9. Ryan, a 14.9. Eric, you ran a 14.9 also. Carl, a 15.3. Marshall got him. Thank you, Zig. And then Russ, your fast lap is a 19.2. So, minute 42 left to go in this first heat of Box Stock Mojave. So great to see all these Mojaves here. Glad everybody is taking them and putting them on the track. For those of you that were talk real quick while I was talking to Horizon Hobby this morning, the maker and the owner of Arma. Between the quads, we've got one on its lid. Scott, you need to be careful. Jason's got it. Good job. And we got a big old pack of them running through the middle of the track here. Not sure how that's going to turn out. But, yeah, I see 2 of them come back out, but everything's sorting itself out as they go up onto the wall ride. You guys didn't think we were going to bring the wall ride back, but here it is. Doesn't look too hard coming at it from that angle. All right, inside a minute, running order is
45
Brendan,
seconds left.
Ryan, 3rd is Brandon, 4th, Eric, 5th, Carl, and 6th is Danger Russ.
"30 seconds left.
Thank you, Brittany. So 25 flat for Brendan. So Brendan managing to avoid a lot of the problems out there. Here he comes. This is him coming in through the quad
15 seconds
section.
left.
And underneath the loop. So Brendan off for what could be his last lap, ripping down the back straightaway. Trouble in the middle. Zig's there. Zig is still there. Time has expired. Keep driving until you hear Brittany call you done.
Brandon Kramer done. Ryan Sorrell done. Carl McBurnett done. Eric McBurnett done. Russ Platts done. All drivers are finished. Brendan St. Clair done. The race is completed.
Well done, y'all. Okay, going to be doing a little bit of quiet work here in the background while you guys saddle up, take to the track. So those of you that were in that last race, if you please power
Up
off
next,
the car, head out
race
there
number
for
7.
your marshalling privileges.
Box Stock Mojave.
We got 7
Heat 2 of
cars
2.
in this round. It's gonna
Race
be a good
order
one.
is Mark Pena, James Johnson, Racer X, Brady Houston, Scott Kellum, Homero Cantu, William Norris, Brady Houston. "2 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, gentlemen, track is open. Let's get our marshals out there. Marshal should be Ryan, Russ, Brandon, Brendan.
Racer X, James Johnson, Mark Pena, Homero Cantu. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, we have everyone checked in
45
but
seconds to the
Kellum
start of the
and
race.
Norris. This would be Kellum here. Hang on, I got it.
Scott Kellum.
And Norris.
William Norris.
All right, we do have them all checked in. All right, so
30 seconds to the start of the race.
current TQ set by Brendan at 21.518. What do you think? Is that going to stand in this heat? We're going to find out. Stand by. Race is getting ready to start. We'll let this pack of cars go
15 seconds to the start of the race.
And then we will start this. Here we go. All right, loop is live. You will be on the clock when you cross under. Give each other some room. 7 trucks out there. All right, so Norris out front early, but this is going to take a minute, maybe a minute and a half to start sorting itself out. So we'll let you guys get settled in. A little bit of trouble getting set up for that double-double coming down off of the wall ride. Yep, they're not square. They're a little trouble shooting off the side of the track there. But all in all, good spot to Marshall. Brendan picks the hot spot.
4 minutes left.
All right, so here we are. We're a minute into it. But to give you guys a rough idea of where you are, it'll change pretty quickly. But it's William Norris out front, Scott second, Kellum that is, Tony Hall third, Brady fourth, Homero fifth, James Johnson sixth, Mark Pena seventh. But that will change constantly. Lots of crashing through that double-double. Bunch of guys trying to sort out how to get through there cleanly. And that time around, oh, well, I was getting ready to say it, but almost everyone made it through. All right, so Norris, 23.511. That's absolutely blazing if he can stay out of trouble in his Mojave. So Scott Kellum second, 25.06. Homero, 19.510.
3 minutes left.
Brady up to third, 19.508. Homero down to, fourth-ish. Hey. Awesome to hear you guys having a good time up there. Oh, trouble coming up through the double in the center. The Oscar the Grouch corner. We need to find an Oscar the Grouch and put him in that trash can. So it's Norris, Kellum, Houston, Cantu, Pena, Hall, Johnson. Halfway, Norris on a 23.502. Also has the hot lap, a 12.1. In a Mojave, a little trouble here in the quads. Brendan had to kind of wait till the traffic was clear. There's another one for you, Brendan. Sorts itself out. And then doesn't sort itself out. Tony takes the shortcut and pays the price. That's what you get,
2 minutes
Tony.
left.
More trouble in the quad. Brendan sticks it in there. Got it. Okay. I kept seeing something in the back room at the other store, and it's like, man, I thought those guys clocked out already, but they just did. So, Doug. So, yeah, they were still there, Doug. All right, running order, Norris, Houston up to second. So Brady and Pena are the men on the move. However, that quad eating a bunch of trucks' lunches as they go through there. So typical Matsushima layout with that technical spot that challenges even the best driver. All right, minute 18 left.
One minute left.
Yeah, all right. So Norris
45
continuing
seconds
on that
left.
23.503. Norris fast lap at 12.1. Houston at 12.9. Pena 12.4. Cantu a 14.0. Kellum 13.8. Hall 13.8.
30
And
seconds
Johnson at
left.
15.1. So really, mostly traffic going to play into this. I think is really whoever can navigate this traffic is going to be the winner of the box stock race. I said
15
box
seconds
stock. I meant
left.
Mojave, which are box stock trucks. So box stock Mojave, but there is no other Mojave, so we don't have to add the box stock. It's too many words. All right, final seconds.
Racer X done. William Norris done. James Johnson done. Brady Houston done. Mark Pena done. Homero Cantu done. All drivers are finished. Scott Kellum done. The race is completed.
All right, that concludes the first qualifier. We are done with it at about 7:20. So, if we are shooting for 9 o'clock, here is the call from race management. We're going to go ahead and jump into the main, and we will not run a second qualifier. However, that will allow everybody to run their main event. We're going to take a little bit of a break here and get things sorted out so we can have the option of running a second main for those that would like to stay a little bit later. All right, so I'm going to repeat myself for those of you that did not catch that. We are going to go into our main event around 7:30, maybe a minute or two after. We will run our main events, and that will pretty much conclude the official part of racing tonight. If we get it done, 8:30-ish or so, which is what we'll be tracking towards, we do have the option of running another main for those of you that would like to stay for it, but there's no way we're going to get this program done. We're probably tracking, if we ran a second qualifier, we'd be tracking towards 9:30 or later, which we really can't do. So take a little break. We'll get the main sorted out here, and we'll get started with our main event, which is going to be the B main.
Up next, race number 1. Mini Stock Buggy. B main. Race order is Ryan Sorrell, Ronnie Maloney, Scott Schluter, Jacob Maloney.
All right, mains are posted. We're getting into that 7:30-ish hour. Wanted to give you guys just a little bit of time to regroup because we do have our B mains coming up first. So B mains are going to be the first one. Mains heats are posted. So it's going to be the stock buggy B main. For those of you that would like a treat, wait till you see the Mojave B. 8 trucks in that race. It's going to be a melee. But from what I'm led to understand, you guys enjoy that in Mojave. Mojave's
2
all
minutes
about
to the start of the
bumping and
race.
banging and crashing and flipping and so on. So that's why we're not running a C main in Mojave because it'll just be a few trucks, and that's not nearly as much fun as watching you guys crash a lot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set a timer for Ryan, Ronnie, Scott, and Jacob. We'll let the clock start running you down a little bit. So we're going to start. Let's go with, we'll call you guys out in 3 minutes.
3 minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race. Ronnie Maloney. Jacob Maloney. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're getting them lined up out there. So our marshals for this race are going to be the A main Mojave drivers. Hang on, let me take a quick look. Oh, I didn't print my report out. Hang on.
Ryan Sorrell. Scott Schluter.
Yeah, it's our box stock A main Mojave drivers are going to be the marshals for this one. Sorry for the delay there, y'all. Norris, Houston, Brady can't. So it's going to be Norris, St. Clair, Pena, and Cantu. If you guys will head out for marshaling, please. All right, guys, are you pretty much ready? Let me get you some marshals and we'll get you started, okay? Let's see here. I do have everybody checked in, so it's all good. Okay, waiting on our marshals. Come on, gentlemen. And you guys want to be very, very grateful that you're not marshaling the next race, okay? Right? Okay, we'll get them in place. All right, let's get them lined up on the back straightaway, and we'll get them in starting order. It's going to be Ryan is going to be on the pole position. So, Ryan, if you'll roll around, get to the other side of the column so nobody has to start behind the column, please. Second place is going to be Ronnie Maloney. Job, Ronnie. Okay, our third spot's going to Scott Schluter. And then in his very first race ever, Jacob Maloney. Jacob, are you past the column? Okay. All right, guys, we want to try to run a very clean first lap here. It takes a while to get around to the loop, so we will allow passing. Just try not to pass each other and take each other out before you get around the first corner. All right, here we go. Drivers ready? Marshall's ready on the horn. B main stock buggy. And here they go. Excellent, good clean start. This is a race. Your time does start when the horn goes off. There we go. All right, so a little trouble here on the back. Mark Pena right there. Careful, Mark. So in this stock buggy B main, 2 drivers are going to move on to the A. Who's it going to be?
Four minutes left.
So Ryan out front. Jacob, Ronnie and Jacob locked into a battle here. Father and son battle. Telling you guys, I know firsthand, it's a treat to race against your kid, especially when you're somewhat evenly matched. But Jacob, in his very first race, showing that he's got some speed. So Ryan out front. Ronnie second. Jacob third. And Scott is our 4th place position. We'll let you settle in a little bit. We'll start giving you intervals so you know where you are versus the other driver. Really, the primary spots are going to be, what in the heck was that, a Banshee? The primary is going to be the top 2 guys that are going to move on right now. That would be Ryan and Ronnie. We get to the 2-minute mark. We'll start. There's a little trouble coming through the quads. Homero's there. There's one on its lid. Not sure who that was, but it definitely cost him a little bit of time.
3 minutes left.
Homero had jogged across the track to grab another car. Okay, 2 minutes down. It's Ryan out front with a 19-second lead. My goodness. So Ryan checking out on him. Ronnie is second. Ronnie, you are 9 seconds ahead of Jacob. Jacob in third. You're 5 seconds ahead of Scott. So pretty close racing in that 2, 3, 4 spot. Where if Ryan can maintain this pace, he is really checking out on him. 23.3. Basically Ryan's way of saying I should have been in the A, wouldn't you think? All right, coming up on the halfway point. Oh, you know, I need to check the length of these races too, guys. Sorry. This race was a 5-minute race, and that is right. Let's see. Okay, we got 6. Okay, this future jumps is 4. That's fine. 7, 7, 8.
2 minutes left.
All right, race lengths are good. So we'll continue on. We've got them just inside of 2 minutes. Ryan out front, 24 seconds. Ronnie second. So Ronnie right now, 13-second lead over Jacob. Scott, 10 seconds behind Jacob. So it's Sorrell, Maloney, and Schluter. Make a heck of a law firm's name, wouldn't it? There is a Maloney and Maloney law firm here in town, isn't there? Mary Nell. She kind of like wine. Sorry, Mary Nell. I may be picking on you. I don't even know you. She does wine. Hopefully the Maloneys are not related to Mary Nell Maloney. I know. They're like, quit talking. We're racing. All right. So minute 13 left to go. Ryan out front. Fast lap set by Ronnie Maloney at 12.7. With the hot lap so far. That was on lap number 6. Ryan, your fast lap, 12.8.
1 minute left.
Jacob, a 14.6. Scotty, a 16.3. Again, we are rolling through our mains. We'll see what time we get done.
45
we
seconds
do have
left.
the option of running some bonus rounds tonight. We'll see how everybody feels when we get through the main events.
.30 seconds left.
All right, inside 30. Ryan, 33.6. So he's led this pole to pole. That's a 33.6 lead. Jacob is 13 seconds behind Ronnie. Scott now 45 seconds behind
15
Jacob.
seconds
so
left.
That first and second not decided yet. Jacob only 13 seconds back. But we're coming up to the end of this one.
Ryan Sorrell done. Jacob Maloney done. Ronnie Maloney done.
And
All
that
drivers
is
are
it.
finished.
Our B main
Scott
stock
Schluter done.
buggy
The race is
done.
completed.
Ronnie, Ryan, both moving up. Jacob lives to fight another day. So good job, y'all. All right, are you guys ready for this? 8 box stock Mojave B main. All right. There's another word for what's getting ready to happen, and I believe it's
Up next,
carnage.
race number 2.
All
Box
right,
stock
here
Mojave.
we go.
B main.
Scott Kellum,
Race order is
Tony Hall. Tony
Scott
Hall is
Kellum,
carnage
Racer
all
X,
by himself.
Ryan
He
Sorrell,
doesn't need
James
another
Johnson,
7 drivers
Brandon
to help
Kramer,
him with that.
Eric McBurnett,
Ryan
Carl
is
McBurnett,
back to back,
Russ
so
Platts.
I will need a marshal or two. We will need to limit the amount of people on the track during this race. We get too many people out there, it does confuse the drivers. So if you are not marshaling, we do not need you on the track, please.
2 minutes
so
to the
we
start
got
of the race.
Ryan, James, Brandon, Eric, Carl, and Danger Russ. I don't think he likes that. Russ,
Scott
you
Kellum.
like that nickname? You don't like that nickname, do you? Danger Russ. That's a pretty good name. I think it's a great nickname. Right? So Ronnie making sure that he slaps his kid down into his place on that last race. Jacob's like, I'll get you on Saturday. All right, let's get them checked in.
Brandon Kramer.
Only good marshals out there for this. If you are not a designated marshal, we do not need you on the track. This is going to be pretty chaotic. So only good qualified marshals. Thank you. Brendan steps right out there.
Eric McBurnett.
Brendan, you stretch?
James Johnson.
Might want to stretch a little bit. Okay, there you go. Get ready for this. Maloney
Platts.
already running, and we're still warming up. Okay, thank you, Jacob. Jacob heading out there. I could use
1
Scotty,
minute to the start of the
Scott, your
race.
marshal in here.
Racer X.
Okay, we got 4 marshals. That's going to do it.
Carl McBurnett.
I've got everybody
Ryan
checking
Sorrell.
but Ryan, but he's running back to back, so we're going to give him a minute.
45
Homero,
seconds
what are you
to the
doing
start
in
of
the
the
B?
race.
Oh, wait, Homero isn't up there. Is he? No. Homero not driving Mojave today? Where is Homero?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, for those of you at home, you might want to lock the
15 seconds to
doors,
the start of the
bolt
race.
down the windows, okay? Make sure the dog is under the couch and that the kids are safely tucked in. We're getting ready to run 8 Mojaves all at once. I don't think you can even count the amount of crashes that are going to happen in this race. All righty, track is closed. Let's get them lined up. Line them up. So we'll get them started with Scott Kellum on the pole for this A main. You guys, yeah, and I got to make sure I get pictures as well. I don't normally get pictures of the bees. Yep. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. Cause they don't know who you are. So when I call your name, wiggle your front tire so the marshals can make sure. Jacob, you gonna line them? Ronnie, who's lining them up? Ronnie, you got it? Okay, so Scott Kellum on the pole. Scott, give us a little tire wave. There we go. Orange car. Tony Hall in that putrid yellow car, easy to spot. Ryan Sorrell. Ryan, give us a little wave there, Ryan. Where you at? Okay, guys, come on. Hey, yeah, stay still. Ryan in third. Okay. Then behind Ryan is James Johnson. Yep. And then behind James, Brandon Kramer. You know, Ronnie, that is not really a bad idea. Okay. Thank you. You know what? From here on out, Ronnie Maloney is in charge. Okay. And you know, it would be even better if you guys had to like run across the driver's stand and jump in your car, Le Mans style. Okay. What do you think, guys? Does this work for you? Spread them out a little. Hey, yeah, Brendan, spread them out a little bit, please. Now, you can't put anybody behind the column. Who is the yellow car? Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah. Okay, whoever's in the green one, can you see your truck? Yeah? Okay. All right, yeah, those three, there we go. Thanks, Brendan. Jacob, we're going to let you slide because it's your first race. Okay. Can everybody see their car? Wait, who can't? Okay. Hey, I don't know if y'all know this, but I would have taken that column out if it didn't have the fire suppression system in it. I hate that column as much as y'all do. Okay, that's it. Huh? What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Make sure that you stay behind the red line and don't lean out over the gate, or you will be blocking the view of the driver to either your right or your left. All right, racers ready? Brandon's like, there's nobody on my left. There's no one there. And it's like, all right, all right. Okay, here we go. You guys cool? Marshals, are you ready? Okay, we're going to do your best to not pass before we get to the first corner. I will reserve the right to restart this race, but I'd rather not if I can help it. Okay, in the next 5 seconds, on the horn, here we go. You know, that was a very respectable start. Well done, y'all. And a couple of you even rang the cowbell. More cowbell! All right, so was that our leader? Yes, our leader, our pole position on his lid. We've got one right here. Jason, thank you, Brendan. I was going to say that somebody drove up underneath the driver's stand. All right, so we'll let things get settled in a little bit. And that went a whole lot better than I thought it would. All right, again, drivers, do your best to try to get through that quad safely. And that might be the key to the win here. Again, 2 cars bumping up. Everybody else can
5
call it
minutes
a night,
left.
depending on whether we get around to our short little bonus races. All right, we're about 1:16 in. Ton of racing left to go. These B-mains are 5-minute races. Okay, things settling in pretty good now. So looks like Scott Kellum out front. Eric McBurnett second. So great job by Eric. First time racing here at RCHQ. Definitely not his first time racing. Ryan is third. Carl, you're fourth. James fifth. Brandon sixth. Tony seventh. And Russ eighth. Oh, a little trouble with Russ's race truck. He's coming
4 minutes
down.
left.
So Russ down off the driver's stand, leaving us with 7 cars. All right, Russ with broken steering in his truck. Still working through some of the drive shaft issues. For those of you that don't know, we do have the engineers, the actual developers of this truck, working on a new front end fix for these trucks. We hope to be able, we're actually going to be doing some of the testing for them. So when they do have some upgraded parts, they're coming to RCHQ first. All right, so it's Scott, Eric, Ryan, James, Carl, Tony, and Brandon is the running order. 3 minutes left to go.
3 minutes left.
So Scott, 17-second lead. Ryan only a 4/10 behind Eric. So Ryan getting things sorted out, looking to get around Eric for that bump spot. Ryan, horrible start. First couple of laps were not kind to him. Oh, a little trouble coming down off of it, but Ron's there. Good job, Ron. So Ryan going to have to make up for that one. James Johnson, meanwhile, you got to watch that dude. He's sneaky. Moves up into second spot. Eric down to third. Ryan fourth. Brandon up to fifth. Tony Hall sixth, seventh, and Carl sixth. So we've got like 8 cars on their lid in the quad, and there's only 7 cars in the race. 2 more cars on their lid. So again, the crashing is really going to be the difference of how do you stay out of the wrecks. 2 minutes.
2 minutes left.
Scott Kellum out front. James Johnson second. Aaron McBurnett third. Ryan fourth. Brandon fifth. Carl sixth. And Tony seventh. Minute 35. Got a truck on its side. And here's another one just jumped off the track. Oh, that is Ryan. Couple more, Tony. And the buggy, I believe that is Carl driving the buggy, I think. Not sure. Really would very happy. It is great to see the McBurnett family here. I think I'm saying it right, McBurnett. You know, I used to live up by Austin by Burnett, you know, not Burnett, but Burnett.
1 minute left.
Scott Kellum out front with a 30-second lead. J.J. Johnson second. Eric holding on to third. Ryan in that striking position in fourth. But only the top 2 places matter.
45 seconds left.
In order, inside a minute, it's Kellum, Johnson, McBurnett, Sorrell, Kramer, McBurnett, Hall, and Platts. All right, more laughter ensues. I believe that
30
was
seconds
your
left.
leader getting involved in that one. Gentlemen, I am going to take pictures after this, so we're going to get our top 3 over to the winner circle. Winner circle? Yeah, sorry about that. A little Freudian slip.
15 seconds left.
Inside 10, 11, 10 seconds to go. It's Kellum, Johnson in those bump positions. Eric, great job, Eric, holding on to third. Ryan, solid fourth. There's the horn. You'll be done when you cross the line.
Ryan Sorrell done. Brandon Kramer done. Carl McBurnett done. Scott Kellum done. James Johnson done. Rchq done. All drivers are finished. Eric McBurnett done. The race is completed.
All right, I need to see Scott Kellum, James Johnson, and Eric McBurnett in the winner's circle. Do you know who they were? Hey, we're going to get some winner pictures of you guys. You first,
Up
second,
next,
and third from
race
that
number
first
3.
race. As soon as I get
Mini
the winner
Off-Road
circle
Future
up here.
Champions.
Stand by, guys. Sorry,
Amen.
I'm struggling with this.
Race order is
It's on the wrong
Jordan
screen.
Lawler, Mason Lawler, James McBurnett, Ryder Johnson, Jordan Lawler. Mason Lawler. 2 minutes to the start of the race. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, so as soon as we get
45
these
seconds to the start of the race.
festivities taken care of, we are going to get into our A mains, starting with these young future champions up here. These guys are awesome. They're fast.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
young, And they got to go to school tomorrow. You don't have to go to school tomorrow? Man, you're lucky.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. James McBurnett.
All right, future champions, Jordan, Mason, James, and Ryder. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Used to be you could just click on it and it would go away. You know what I mean? You could click on it and it would just go away. I just close it for now. I haven't quite got that figured out. All right, drivers from that last race, we just need a couple of you out there. All right, we need to get Ryder through the start-finish line. Good job, whoever that was that rang that bell. Well done. Where's Ryder? We need to get him underneath the start-finish line. Here he comes. Russ chasing him. Here he comes. He's going to make it good. Great job. Wait a minute. That was James. Ryder hadn't gone underneath the loop yet. Where's he at? Wait, where's your truck? Trust her. She knows what she's doing. We're turning her into a professional.
Ryder Johnson.
There he goes. Got it. All right, drivers, let's get you guys lined up on the back straightaway. Come on around. We'll get you guys lined up, and we'll get you racing. This is going to be fun, y'all. All right. Now, just so you guys know, we race for cookies on Saturday. We race for cookies on Saturday. We can't race for cookies tonight because the cookie place is closed. Okay. Are you guys ready? All right. All you race car drivers ready to go here? All right. Marshals. So when you hear the horn, you go. All right. Here we go. And off they go. What a great start. My, oh my. All right, so everybody on the clock. We've got a full 4 minutes worth of racing here. This is going to be a good one. And make sure that when we win, we get your winner pictures too. All right, Mason out front, Jordan second. James third, Ryder fourth.
Three minutes left.
Oh, got one off the. He managed to get back over there pretty good. All right, so a minute down. Mason out front, holding on to that lead. Jordan second. James doing a great job in third, and Ryan running smoking fast pace in fourth. Okay, next up after our future champs is our mini stock buggy A main, Mark Pena, James Johnson, Romero Cantu, and Ziggy.
2 minutes left.
Mason, Jordan, James, and Ryder is the running order. Mason and Jordan locked into a battle. You know, there's only 8 seconds between those two trucks. So Jordan still has an opportunity to win this with a minute 45 left to go. Mason out there trying to protect that lead. Jordan less than 10 seconds behind him. Meanwhile, James, you're only 21 seconds back. So James still in contention as well.
One minute left.
You heard Brittany, only 1 minute left. So Jordan taking over the lead with a minute to go. Mason second, right behind him, then James and Ryder.
45 seconds
epic
left.
Battle going on between
Our
these
Wahoo.
Lawlers.
These kids need some guidance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do.
30 seconds left.
Our Wahoo. Looks like they're using an on-off switch.
Yeah, they takes a little bit of time to learn to modulate that throttle, doesn't it?
15 seconds left.
All right, so 13 seconds left to go. We give them a lot for getting out there and racing, though. That's the cool part. So Jordan, Mason, James, and Ryder. All right, guys, the horn has sounded. You're going to be done when you cross the line.
Jordan Lawler done.
Jordan wins that one and takes the lead. Good job, Jordan.
Mason Lawler done.
Mason done.
James McBurnett done.
James, you're done. And Ryder coming on around. Where's he at? There he is. On the back straightaway. Going to get him up around the cowbell. One last chance to ring it. Come on, Ryder. Here he comes. Whoop. Hang on, y'all. Careful. Still car on the track. Yeah. Come on, Ryder. There you go. Thank you, Mark. Making his way around, gets around the Oscar the Grouch corner, and screaming underneath the transponder. And he's done it! All right, Ryder!
All drivers are finished.
Good job.
Ryder Johnson
have
done.
all four
The
of
race
you
is
guys
completed.
in the winner's circle, okay? So let's get them all under there. Grab your trucks. Let me get the winner's circle up. Bye, Ross. See you later, buddy.
Up next, race number 4. Mini Stock Buggy. A main. Race order is Mark Pena, James Johnson, Homero Cantu, Ziggy, Ryan Sorrell, Ronnie Maloney. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Ronnie Maloney.
Thank you, Scott. Looking for a couple of volunteer marshals to get out there and help these guys out.
1 minute to the
We've
start of the
got
race.
6 buggies, so we cannot leave it up just to our future champs. So, Jacob, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it, man.
Ziggy.
You are going to be one of my
James
favorite
Johnson.
customers. All right, so we're getting them all checked in. So we've got
45
Jason
seconds to the
and
start of the
Scott
race.
have volunteered so far.
Homero Cantu. Ryan Sorrell. Mark Pena.
I see Doug heading out there. Doug, you going out there to marshal? Looks like it.
30
Yeah,
seconds
just
to the
somebody
start of the
competent
race.
at the quad for sure. You got it, Scotty. Thank you. Okay, everybody is checked in. Doug said he'll help out as well. Looks like we got the marshaling covered.
15
Drivers,
seconds
just
to the
be
start of the
advised,
race.
You got a couple of some young folks out there, so be careful. Oh. There's like you can't see where to close it or shrink it down. Right? I mean, I don't know where you're supposed to. Yeah, I just end up closing it. Once I find my mouse, there it is. All right, drivers, you guys ready to go? We'll get them lined up. So we've got Mark Pena on the pole, followed by James, then Homero third. Okay, looks pretty good. Ziggy in that 4th spot. Okay, looks good. Ryan 5th. And then Ronnie 6th, where you can see it, Ronnie? You can see it? Just trying to find you a spot in there where you can see. Yeah, I'd say even if you got to go back, yeah, come back towards me a little bit, I would. All right. So we need to get somebody at the quad for sure before we get this started. Yeah, he's probably better off starting behind it. Okay, yeah, Scott, head back over to the quad, and then we'll get this thing underway. All righty. Okay. Stock Buggy A main, 6 drivers. It's going to be a good one. This is a 7-minute race, drivers. Not going to win it in the first lap, but you can certainly lose it. All right, ready? On the horn, here we go. Good clean start. Little trouble for one of them on the wall ride. Little trouble in the quad as expected. And it has sorted itself out, and we're underway. Again, for those of you that didn't hear me, we will be changing some of the jump positions for Saturday. I'll probably bring a couple more jumps over on Friday, and we'll get this track basic, same layout, but with a little bit different jump configurations. I think we're going to keep the back straightaway, though. That's pretty fun. All right, so we'll let them settle in. We get to that first minute. Give everybody an opportunity to get where they're going to go. Stock Buggy A main. Next up is Mod Buggy A main. Everybody settling in nicely. All right, so Zig out front, followed
6
by
minutes
Mark
left.
Pena, then Homero, Ryan, James, and Ronnie. Running order. Again, great to have everybody out on this busy Wednesday night. So Ziggy setting the pace out front, Mark second, Amaro third, Ryan fourth, James fifth, Ronnie sixth. Right now, Mark taking over the lead that time around. Little trouble for Ryan. He's caught there in the middle of the track. Jacob spotted him and gets him sorted out. Good job. Wow. Great marshaling Jacob. So Ziggy back out front. Amaro up to second. Mark down to third.
Five minutes left.
There you go, 2 down. So Zig right now, you can see if I can find him on the track. There he is, just come underneath the loop. So there's Ziggy, Mark Pena, Amaro, all right on his heel. So that is for position. The car's coming underneath RCHQ tube through the quad. First, second, third, around Oscar the Grouch. And, oh, look at who is that? Put the move on it. So Greg, Mark, and Amaro locked into a battle. Very close here. Oh, trouble here on the sweeper. Good job, Jordan. Gets him sorted out and back on his way really quick. So Mark winning that battle. So Mark out front. Greg second. Amaro not letting Greg out of his sight, though. Okay, Pena, Cantu, Segovia, Johnson, Maloney, and
4 minutes
Sorrell
left.
is the running order. Mark Pena with a 5-second lead. Amaro up to second, just 5 seconds back. Johnson up to third. I guess, hey, never count James out. He hangs back and then just methodically moves up through the pack. So Mark with a 9-second lead. Amaro right behind James as they cross over that time. So James all the way up to second. See if we can spot him. Here he comes. Him and Amaro right there in front of drivers. So Amaro, James locked into a battle. Over the wall ride through the quads. Both getting through it clean. James holding them off. Amaro looks inside. Here they are in front of the race management. Down the back straight. Amaro looking for a way around. Stock buggy all have the same power, so you really can't pass anybody with more motor.
3 minutes left.
Okay. Meanwhile, Amaro holding on. It's Greg in fourth, Ryan fifth, Ronnie sixth. Just inside of 3 minutes. Might have been a little trouble for our second place car, allowing Amaro to get into second. So Mark with a 12-second lead. Amaro is in second. We'll get James. James are only 2.8 seconds back. So James keeping Amaro in his range. And then back to Ziggy. Ziggy, you're 8 seconds behind James. Ryan, 17 seconds behind Greg. Ronnie, only 9 seconds behind Ronnie. So Ronnie in a position to move up here. Plenty of time, 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Nope, little trouble. One of the cars up into the
2 minutes
wall.
left.
He's behind. Yeah, he's caught behind the wall. He can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see it. Yeah. Just kind of push him out. There you go. Thanks. Yeah, weird angle over there where you're at, Ronnie. Oh, is it dead? Okay, yeah, that car's dead. Go ahead and pull it out of there, Jordan, quickly. There you go. Not sure what happened to it, but dead stick car. Doug's got it. All right, so Pena. So Ronnie was in a position to strike, trying to move up into that fifth spot when he lost power to his car for some reason. It's on, wheels cocked all the way over to one side. So it's Pena, Cantu, Johnson, Segovia, Sorrell is our running order. Coming up on a minute, Mark with a 19-second lead over Amaro, but James not letting Amaro get away. He's only 2 seconds back. You can see it on the track. There's James coming around the trash can. Amaro down in front of me, down the back
1 minute
straightaway.
left.
So 2.7 seconds separating second and third with a minute to go. Meanwhile, Ronnie gets his buggy going again. Doug going to drop him back out there, gets underway.
45 seconds left.
There you go. Thank you. So, Mark just cruising out front. 22nd. Hamero, second. James, 3 seconds behind. Fast lap of the race. What was it?
30 seconds left.
I can find it here. Only thing about these multiple monitor setups, your mouse disappears on you. 11.7 set by Mark on lap 18. Amaro fast lap at 11.9. James at 12.4. Greg at 12.4. Final 10 seconds. James got anything at all for Homero. He's 4.9 seconds back. So Ronnie losing power to that buggy again. And the horn has
Homero
sounded.
Cantu done. Mark Pena done. James Johnson done. Ryan Sorrell done.
Mark cruising to the win. Good job. So Mark takes the win. Homero second. James third. Ziggy still on the clock.
Ziggy done.
And Zig, you are done. That's the race, gentlemen. All right, need to see
All
Mark
drivers
Pena,
are finished.
Homero, and
The
James
race is
Johnson
completed.
to the winner's circle, please.
Up next, race number 5. Mini Modified Buggy. A main. Race order is Will Chalmers, William Norris, Ryan Sorrell, Brendan St. Clair. Two minutes to the start of the race.
Okay, stand by 1 second, guys. Had a window close on me here. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's get them all checked in. Sorry, the scoring engine had closed, so I need to get you guys up underneath the loop, please. Hang on a second. Let me find out where we are.
Up next, race
Okay,
number
here we
5.
go. Now we can check them.
Mini Modified Buggy.
I don't know why
A
that
main.
thing closed on me like
Race
that.
order
But
is
we got it.
Will Chalmers, William Norris, Ryan Sorrell, Brendan St. Clair. William Norris, Ryan Sorrell.
All right, just Chalmers and St. Clair, and we'll be ready to get underway.
Will Chalmers, Brendan St. Clair.
Okay, everyone is checked in. You guys had adequate practice. Let's go ahead and close the back straightaway. Line them up. for this mini mod buggy.
2 minutes to the
Amen.
start of the race.
Race number 5 of what? How many races do we have? 7. Okay, so it's going to be Chalmers on the pole. Will, if you'll move on up to the pole position and keep going forward so we can get people out from behind this column. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Ronnie. And then it'll be William Norris. After William, Ryan. And then Brendan. And then there's Brendan there. All right. You see it, Brendan? You can see it? That's a yeah. Okay, racers ready? Marshall's ready. Mark, you got that quad? Yes, he does. Here we go. Great start. Little trouble for Will. Lands on his wheels. Gets right back underway, allowing Ryan and Norris both to get around him. Norris currently leading. Will second. Ryan third. Oh, little trouble for Norris. He's back kind of behind the column. Go, go, go. There you go. All right. All right, so let's see how this thing sorts out. Norris spent a little time on his lid, allowing Chalmers to get around him, but only by 2 seconds. So here they come through the quad. There is Chalmers through the loop, down the back straightaway. Did he just wheelie down that back straight? He did, didn't he? He likes that. All right, so Will already caught up in a little bit of traffic. See if he can negotiate
6 minutes
through
left.
that. Allowing Norris has gotten around him again. Here they come. They do have a back marker in front of them. So Norris goes to the inside, wheelies down the back straightaway again. Now he's just showing off, isn't he? That's excellent, Bill. Do that again. All right, so it's Norris, Chalmers, St. Clair, Sorrell is the running order. And he does not wheelie that time through. What kind of freaking motor does he have in that thing? All right. So Norris, St. Clair up to second, Chalmers third. We are about 1:35 into this one, so a ton of racing left to go. Little trouble for Will in the quads. Homero right there gets Ryan sorted out. Oh, no, that was Brendan. All right, I believe our leader, a little time flipped over there. See if Brendan can take advantage of it.
5 minutes left.
Here they come through the middle, all of the cars. So Brendan out down the back straightaway, takes over the lead. So Brendan lurking in the shadows, taking over the lead when Norris had a little trouble that time. Chalmers catches the inside of the pipe but keeps going. So a lot of position changes here. Brendan underneath the start finish. Norris only 1.2 seconds behind him. Wheelies it and ends up doing a barrel roll and his turnbuckle pops off. Luckily, Homero, excellent. Just pops it in, gets him on his way. You owe him some money, Norris, okay? You pay that man. All right, so that allows, while all that's going on, that allows Will to take back over the lead. Brendan, 2.4 seconds back. Norris only 3 seconds back, even with
4
the
minutes
pit
left.
stop. And then, Ryan, you are about 38 seconds behind them. So those 3 cars absolutely starting to run away with this as we get down to, as we come up to the halfway point of the race. A little more trouble for Ryan. So Norris and St. Clair are swapping positions. So right now, Norris had second when they came across. And that is the way it's going to stay for right now. So there's Will through the quad. A little bit of trouble, but gets through it okay. Allowing Norris to pull up on him. So there they are, 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. 3 following closely. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Ryan, when they come up on you, give them a little bit of room to get through. They are all racing for position. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, who was that? Had a little bit of trouble. Okay, that Will, your leader, off the track. Ziggy's right there, gets him going again. So we will have another
3 minutes
lead
left.
change here. Brendan taking it over. Norris up to second. Chalmers down to third. So we got just a little less than 3 minutes to settle this one. Nobody getting away. So Brendan holding them off only 1.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Will, 3/10. Oh no, a little trouble for the leader. Mark's right there, gets him flipped over. So that's going to allow Norris back into the lead. Chalmers second, Brendan third, but only 2.5 seconds back. 2:30 left to go. Fast lap, 9.8 set by Brendan on lap number 4. First car we've seen in the 9s tonight. Will says he ran a 9. Did you, Will? Okay. First car. All right, how about first car I've seen run a 9 tonight? Okay, here comes the pack. Oh, no. Wheeling
2
right
minutes left.
into the back of each other. So everybody piles into one another. We've got Ryan on top of it. Yeah, getting back on the other side of the pipe there. Ronnie, there we go. All right, so here they are. It's Chalmers back out front with 1:40 to go. Norris second. We'll get you your intervals as they come across. There is the leader down the back straightaway. Norris, oh no, 13 seconds back. So it looks like that last lap or the one before it was disaster for a couple of these drivers, allowing Chalmers to take advantage of it. He is currently leading. We give you second place as he comes across. Both Brendan and William are North. There's Norris, 24 seconds back. Brendan, however, only 2 seconds behind Norris, so there's still a race for second place here. Minute to go. All right, leader down the back straightaway.
1 minute left.
Second, third, following closely. So the leader with a lap on them, little trouble. They both go around him. So they're going to settle out this second, third Mac. So Brendan's got second.
45 seconds left.
Only 2/10 behind. Here they come through the quad. So a little trouble with Norris. Yeah, looks like there might be something wrong with that car. I can't tell from here.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, something. It's like it's dragging. Yeah. All right. So Norris with a broken machine. Something in the front end, shock, or something went out on it. Bulkhead, can't tell from here. 17 seconds left, so it's going to be Chalmers, St. Clair, and Norris, followed by Sorrell is how they're going to finish up. There's a pretty good space. Norris still only 5/10 back, even with his chassis dragging on the ground. There we go.
William Norris done. Ryan Sorrell done.
Ryan caught. Still waiting on Chalmers and St. Clair. Great race, you guys. Wasn't sure how that was going to go. And waiting for our leader.
All drivers are finished. Will Chalmers done.
Everyone is
the race
done.
is completed.
That one's in the books. Good job, gentlemen. That was a fun race to call. All right, so I need to get Will Chalmers, Brendan St. Clair, William Norris to the winner's circle.
Up next, race number 6. Mini T box stock. A main. Race order is Ziggy, Chase Kellum, Scott Kellum, Jason Hill, Rob Allen, Racer X, Jason Hill. Two minutes to the start of the race. Ziggy. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Racer X. Chase Kellum.
All right, gang, kind of as predicted, we probably will not have any additional races tonight. It's 8:30 with 2 more heats to run. So that
30
is
seconds
going
to the
be
start
our
of the race.
program.
Scott Kellum.
After we get done with this one, this is Mini T box stock. Looks like I will go ahead and set this one out. We get our marshals out there from that last race. We get this screen closed.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, we'll keep the track open till 9 o'clock when we're done racing, and then after that, we'll go ahead and start clearing on out of here. And we'll be back Saturday, so if you didn't get enough, there'll be a new jump. Some of these jumps will stay, but there'll be a couple of new jumps in certain strategic positions, and kind of give you a same track, different look. So we've got everybody checked in but me. And we do have adequate, looking like we're getting adequate marshaling out there. Who are we missing? I got Mark, I got Ryan, I got Will. Where's Norris? Oh, there he is. Okay. Dang it, Norris. Norris getting the award for wheeling down the back straightaway the most. You know, how long have I known you? 20-something odd years? He was wheeling down the back straightaway 20 years ago, so it's awesome to still see him having fun like that. Good job, Will. All right, William, Bill, Jr., whatever. Okay, let's get them lined up on the back straightaway. Track is closed. Line them up. It's going to be Ziggy on the pole. And it's just a natural thing for Zig to be on the pole, isn't it, Zig? Chase running really strong tonight. Ryan, let's get him lined up. Chase is going to be second. Yeah, so go ahead and back him on into the rail, kind of like we've been doing. That seems to work pretty good. That Le Mans looking start. Then Scott right behind him. And then Jason. And then Tony the Terror Hall. And there we go. Okay, box stock truck. Wish I was out there with you guys. But got a job to do. Okay, drivers, are you ready? Will, you got that quad pretty well covered? Okay, buddy, because you're going to get a little action over there. All right, Brendan going to help out a little bit. On the horn. There you go. All right, Brendan jumping in there to help with some of that quad action. Thank you, Brendan. Yeah, well, you were supposed to be out there anyhow. What am I thanking you for? All right, so it's Mini T, box stock, A main. See who's going to win this one. So far, Greg out front, Chase second. Just a really pretty ugly start. First couple of laps to that one. So if the first couple of laps are bad, that means the last ones are going to be really good. So it's Greg, Chase, Scott, Tony, and Jason. We got a car in the slid right here. Will, thank you. Again, when we get done racing tonight, we will leave
7
the track
minutes
open
left.
until 9 o'clock. Then I'm going to shoo you all on out of here. All right, so Ziggy holding on to this one. Right about now, Ziggy's thinking, man, I'm glad Rob's not out there. And then Chase second, Scott third, Tony up to fourth, Jason fifth. Trouble on the back straight, it's clear. Trouble going into the wall ride. There is just a massive pileup. There's still a massive pileup. And now there is no longer a massive pileup. Well, there's still a bit of a pileup. There we go. All right, clear. All right, so Greg, hold them off. While all that was going on in the back, Greg is just kind of like saying, see ya. He's 16 seconds ahead of Chase. Scott,
6
you're
minutes
8
left.
seconds behind Chase. Wait a minute. guess Zig was involved in that because that brought that lead down to only 9 seconds. So Zig not clear of the pack yet. Here he comes through the quad, over the single, around Oscar the Grouch, under the loop. That is your leader down the back straightaway. We'll get you a interval back to second. And let's see, that was Chase. Where's he at? Chase is due. There he is. Chase, you're 9 seconds behind the leader. Scott, you're 14 seconds behind Chase. Tony, and here he comes. There he is. And Tony up to fourth, Jason fifth. Five minutes left to go. Uh-oh, Tony
5
having
minutes
some
left.
trouble with the yellow bug. More trouble. More trouble on that wall ride. Now, we are going to reconfigure that wall ride at some point. Won't be by the weekend, but we're going to actually lay that thing down some. It came out way too steep. And that's the second generation of it. If you think it's too steep now, you should have seen it the first time we built it. What the heck was that? All right, so Zig out front, Chase second, 10 seconds back. Scott, you're 22 seconds behind Chase. Back to Jason, 27 seconds. Tony complaining about some form of a motor issue. There goes that little Banshee again. Got a car in its lid right here. Brendan's got him. Good job, Brendan. Okay. Yeah, everybody's starting to settle in, but there's still ample opportunities.
4
here.
minutes
It's
left.
Greg out front, but only by 15 seconds. Scott about 23 seconds behind Chase. All right, driver settling in. Sometimes that 7 minutes can be a long time. Greg out front. Chase second, Scott third, Jason fourth. Tony, Rob out of the race. Trouble in the quad. Oh, okay. Jason, a little bit of problems. The leader is in there, but he managed to squeak through. So there's our leader underneath the
3
loop,
minutes left.
heading down the back straightaway. So it's Zig out front with a commanding 24-second lead. Then back to Scott. Scott, you are 21 seconds behind Chase. So this thing's starting to spread out. Jason, 29 seconds behind Scott. So real good chance that at this stage, things are going to finish up pretty much in this order, unless a lot can happen in 2.5 minutes. So it's good to see Mini T box stock still going. So as we hit a bit of a calm spot, a lull in the program, as our drivers are just kind of more or less matching each other's pace now. The only really one on the move is Scott. Takes it to 19 seconds behind Chase. So Scott trying to get into that second place spot. But again, we were talking with Horizon Hobby this morning, the maker of all these cars that we're running tonight, and let
2
them
minutes
know
left.
that our number one selling cars here in the mall, believe it or not, are the Arma, the Mojaves, and the Mini Ts. So not really as much of the Mini Bs, that the trucks seem to be more dominant here in the carpet racing. Mini Zs are in the mix, but really primarily these off-road cars seem to be our best sellers at the moment. All right. So we are coming up on a minute left to go. Really, everyone spread out about 20, 25 seconds between each of these cars, or trucks, I should say. So Zig, no, that wasn't Zig. That was Scott. That was Scotty ringing the bell. Thank you, Scott. Okay.
1
do that
minute
again.
left.
It's not easy to get up there and hit that cowbell either. And here he goes. And he does it 2 laps in a row. All right, he deserves something for that. And he's going to line it up for the third.
45 seconds left.
I don't think anyone has ever hit it 3 laps in a row. And there it is. Good job, Scott Kellum. Right? Gets the Grand Funk Award for more cowbell. So it's Segovia,
30 seconds
Kellum,
left.
Kellum, Hill, and Hall. Again, another exceptional name for a law firm. Okay, we're inside 20 minutes. Really pretty much static. It most likely going to finish
15 seconds
in
left.
that order. So Ziggy just absolutely putting on a clinic out here. Going to win this one by about 25 seconds. Did he hit it again 4 times in a row? Oh, I was going to. That is like Olympic cowbell ringing quality there. And let's
Jason
see,
Hill
is
done.
he- Yay!
Chase Kellum
All
done.
right. Okay, you will be done when you cross the loop.
Ziggy done.
Oh, and all right.
All drivers are finished.
Last chance.
Scott
to
Kellum
do.
done. The race is
You
completed.
know, I'm going to come up with like some kind of a Grand Funk Award for that. All right, race is over, y'all. Stop it. Get off the track. We got to make room for our winners. I need to see Zig, Chase, and Scott in the winner's circle.
Up next, race number 7. Box Stock Mojave. A main. Race order is William Norris, Brady Houston, Brendan St. Clair, Mark Pena, Homero Cantu, Scott Kellum, James Johnson. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Kellum, Homero Cantu, William Norris, Mark Pena.
All right, here it is. This is what we all stood in line for today. Our Box Stock Mojave A main. Featuring the smooth driving skills of our top qualifier, William Norris. Brady Houston came in second from qualifiers, and that was Brendan. Mark Homero, Scott, and San Antonio's own James J.J. Johnson. That's a whole lot of J's. Right? That's too many. You know, I think there's a law at having that many J's. What? Oh. Okay, yeah. What are we doing? Oh, we're waiting on Brendan. Brendan, get out there. All
James
right.
Johnson.
And let's see.
Brady
we
Houston.
need. Yeah, where's the rest of our marshals? You guys all know. One of my favorite pastimes is calling for marshals. So Zig's out there. Where's Chase? Oh, there's
Brendan
Chase.
St.
Thank you,
Clair.
Chase. Scott up on the driver's stand. Yep. Okay. Jason. Jason Hill, report for your marshalling privileges. Thank you. I'm up here and Tony cannot marshal. So we need somebody good at the quad. Who's going to take the quad? Jason, you going to grab? Oh, hang on. Jacob said he'd get the quad. Thank you, Jacob. Jacob is working on being my favorite customer. Right? Dang. Okay, yeah, that quad section gets a little busy, so if you guys want to group up over there. All right, so we're going to line them up. Chase is going to line them up. So it's Norris out front. Houston second. That looks good. St. Clair third. Yep. Pena fourth. Right. And then Cantu fifth. And Cantu fifth. And then Kellum. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 2 trucks. You guys going to start back here? If I was you, I'd start on the other side of the column, unless you can see it. There's Scott. And then James. James, you going to stay back there, or are you going to? Well, you guys just put them where you can see them, the back two. That's the only downside of this layout. It can't really start you in the center of the track. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. All right, guys, try not to do any passing until you get through the first corner. No pushing, no shoving, no stomping up and down onto your mother and father. And quiet that banshee down. All right, drivers, you ready to go? I didn't get an affirmative. Drivers, are you ready to go? All right, there's a nod. All right, within the next 5 seconds, on the horn, here we go. And that was a great start. Good job, gentlemen. Right up to the point. Yeah, actually still pretty darn good. So who is that screeching out into the lead? That was Norris. See if he can wheelie his truck. This is an 8-minute race. Yeah, good marshaling there, Chase. You see that? Like Chase jumping over that car like a gazelle. I've seen that on National Geographic. All right, so we'll let them settle in a little bit, get about to that 1 minute mark, and we'll start letting you guys know where you are on the track.
Seven minutes left.
All right, we're a minute in. Running order overall as they came across the line last time was Norris, Pena, Cantu, Kellum, St. Clair, Houston, and Johnson. Now again, you see what James is doing. He's setting you all up. You know, he kind of hanging back in the back, waiting for his moment to strike. Throw a couple J's at you. Oh, that was nice. Okay, so Norris with about let's see. When Mark comes around. So Norris, wait a minute. There he is. 6.8 second lead for Norris. Homero 1 second behind Pena in third. Brady 5.8 back. So we've got Norris, Pena, Cantu in the top 3. Kellum, Houston, St. Clair 4, 5, and 6. And that's Sneaky James Johnson in 7th.
6 minutes left.
Got a car in its lid. Jacob's there, gets him sorted out. Thank you, Jacob. Norris Pena, 13 seconds between those 2 trucks right now. So Norris trying to run away with this one. Houston on his lid, gets going, but he's in a big pack of cars. More trouble, not sure who that was. Gets it sorted out. So Norris, about a 20-second lead right now. Mark, 19 seconds back. So Scott Kellum, only 4 seconds behind Mark in third. We'll give you guys your intervals as you come across if I can. So, Brendan, you're in 6th, only 3.2 seconds behind Brady.
5 minutes left.
And there is Brendan, yep, still 2.3. James, meanwhile, only 3 seconds behind Brendan. So James in 7th, right behind that 6th place car. Norris, 20.9 second lead. Hot lap of the race is Brady's 10.5. I'm going to have to call cheater on that one. Brady very quick in this class, but my goodness, a 10.5. Other than that, Pena ran an 11.9. Norris a 12.2. Trouble right here in front of the loop. Chase sees it, gets it sorted out. Good job, Chase. Okay, so Norris.
4
Here's
minutes
your
left.
overall running order at the halfway point. 4 down, 4 to go. It's Norris, Pena, Houston, St. Clair, Cantu, Kellum, and Johnson. Still a lot of close racing going on out there. However, the leader, Norris, checking out 26 second lead. Got a car skidding across the lid. So that one skidding all the way the length of the driver's stand on its roof. I seen that in an Elvis Presley movie once. All right, guys, again, just a lot of crashing, a lot of rubbing is part of Mojave racing. Short course racing has always been a lot of banging, bumping. Not to say that you should do it on purpose, you should just expect it when it happens. So Norris out front, 27 seconds. He extends it. So right now the men on the move, Homero trying to take that 3rd place spot from Brendan. There's Brendan.
3 minutes
Homero
left.
1.8 seconds back. So Homero trying to snatch that 3rd place podium spot away from St. Clair. Will, I thought you ran short course. All right, so 2.5 minutes left to go. This one's getting into the final quarter of the race. 8-minute long race in these box stock trucks. No alterations to them, whatever. The race, the radio, everything straight out of the box. Little bit of allowance for the front ends, but other than that, $150, $160 race cars. So Norris out front by 33 seconds. Mark in 2nd.
2 minutes left.
Brendan 3rd, 18 seconds back. So Homero in 3rd. Brady trying to take on. So Brady trying to work his way into this. So the race right now is for that 3rd place spot. Pena 2nd with a 20-second lead. Minute 44 to go. So right now it's Brendan in 3rd, Homero 4th, Brady 5th. Johnson's still there. He's in 6th spot. And Kellum down to 7th. So this 3rd place battle, a lot of time, minute and a half left to go to see who's going to get up on the podium. Homero gets through there. Here he comes up underneath the loop. So Brendan, see how Brendan is, how he's done. Nope, Cantu falling down to 5th spot. All right, so let's see who gets this 3rd place spot. Brendan's got it. Brady only 1.4 seconds back.
1 minute
Not
left.
counting? Well, I don't know. Kind of hard to keep track of them all when there's 7 of them out there, you know? Not as hard as Mini Z's, I'll tell you that.
45 seconds left.
All right, here we are coming into the end of this thing. Brendan solidly in that 3rd spot. Brady, 5.6. Brady, weren't you dropping laps last time we raced? Might want to refresh your transponder.
30 seconds
Sell
left.
that transponder to somebody you don't like and put a new one in there. Yeah, pick out who your worst customer is and sell it to him. No, I'm kidding, y'all. You know that. All right, running
15
order in
seconds
the
left.
final seconds. It's Norris, Pena, St. Clair, Houston, Cantu, Kellum, and Johnson. Look at that, gonna try to roll underneath it. Here you go. All right, coming down the final seconds. This is it. All right, you will be done when you cross the loop. Norris just going to cruise on around.
Homero Cantu done.
Pena.
Scott Kellam
Homero
done.
taking fourth. Brady down to
William
fifth.
Norris done.
Going for the
Brady
heroics.
Houston done. All drivers are
And that
finished.
is it.
Mark
That one
Pena
is
done.
in the
Brendan St. Clair done.
books.
The race is
Holy
completed.
cow, that took us to almost 9 o'clock. Good thing I didn't run a second qualifier. Woo! A lot of good racing. All right. So I need to see William Norris, Mark Pena, and Brendan St. Clair in the winner's circle. Well, all right, y'all, that is a wrap. We're going to leave the track open for just a few minutes as we button up some things here. Great program for Wednesday night, especially with school starting this week. I'm really happy everybody came out and enjoyed themselves. 35 entries here, ranging from pro drivers right down to first-time drivers. We had a great time. Appreciate your business. Appreciate your companionship. And that is it for us tonight. Good night.